That's a first, I think, for AP, Jim.
It is, because AP has been under tremendous pressure all these years to never use the word Bilderberg, from the Washington Post, LA Times, and the New York Times. All three of those major newspapers are owned by Bilderberg. That is philosophically owned because they've all attended these meetings. Washington Post publishers attend every meeting of Bilderberg since 1954, and they make their solemn promise to report nothing. They pressured AP to not use the word Bilderberg. So this is a...
So doesn't this completely discredit them, Jim? Because they've said it doesn't exist all these decades. Everybody's heard this doesn't exist. Now they have to admit it. That's A. B, there were a whole bunch of news articles, one in the New York Times yesterday, and it implied we're delusional and doesn't exist. Other reviews of this film about myself and others, you're in it. It's called New World Order. You know, that crew that was following us around for a few years.
Yeah.
There are actual film reviews I've read by major publications that say we are schizophrenic when we were in Chantilly, Virginia, that nothing happened. There was no meeting, Jim. We are just complete loons. AP doesn't exist. This doesn't exist.
And who's saying that?
I could pull them up. It was when they had South by Southwest. I was like 3 different major film reviews saying Jones is insane and believes a secret group is meeting. Jones believes they're hiding behind trees and following him. Jones is insane, yeah.
Well, they're cute.
But, I mean, that will discredit them, won't it?
Certainly will. And as I say, the awareness grows among the American people. Well, you saw at Chantilly all those young Ron Paul types of kids out there, and we had Americans coming from as far away as Los Angeles to Greece to chase down Bilderberg. And as we said, the number of reporters, as usual, in recent years in Europe has been very large. The more they make an ass of themselves, the more ink they get, which they do not want.
Well, it's like when they grabbed me for 15 hours that time and you had to come with the media and get me out of the jail cell, basically. That blew up in their face and was all over the news. There was no coverage of it until they did that.
And that's exactly what they wanted to avoid.
Well, for masters of the world, which they brag they are in their own minutes, why can't they figure that out, that arresting us is going to give more attention?
I don't think they're very bright. Must be too much inbreeding.
Jim, I'm not going to keep you much longer, but any other observations? I know you got great reports at AmericanFreePress.net. Anything else you learned from this year?
I'd urge all patriots within the sound of our voices to tell their congressmen and senators right now that they're going to be pressured to embrace the International Criminal Court, which, of course, would be another huge surrender of national sovereignty to a court that be superior to our own Supreme Court. Bilderberg's instructed Obama, who's their Willing Wilkie, as I started calling him, to try to get it passed early in the year 2011. Their strategy is this. As you recall, Bill Clinton, Bilderberg himself, signed off on the International Criminal Court, but a test vote in the Senate showed more than 90 senators voting against it. But many of those left-wing senators did not want to vote against it, but they were scared of their constituents because they heard from them. Now, what Obama is going to sweet-talk the left-wing senators in his own party, and maybe a couple of deserters in the Republican Party. Don't worry, this is going to be done very quietly. When the new, more left-wing Congress is elected in 2010, in January of 2011, when the newly elected Congress is seated on a Saturday night, late on a Saturday evening, we'll quietly pass. The Senate will quietly ratify the International Criminal Court.
And by the way, that just won't kill sovereignty. The International Criminal Court has no free speech, no rights. Very tyrannical. Now, what about Iran? What about Iran is, because the word is they're talking with Israel about letting them hit them in the next couple of years. What do you know about that from Bilderberg?
Bilderberg is not is very concerned about whether or not there will be a big conflagration in the Middle East with Israel doing a preemptive strike. I don't know for sure, but I think they're telling Israel to try to take a deep breath now, because they are concerned. Of course, they have heavy oil interests in the region themselves, that now calls a preemptive strike against Iran. Iran fires back, and there's a nuclear holocaust in the Middle East. So they seem to be very nervous about that.
All right. What about their global carbon taxes? We know they're getting those in Europe, but they're having trouble in the U.S. Any word on that?
Well, they're still pressing for legislation they've had pending before the United Nations, unknown to the American people and to the public at large for 3 years or so, to create a global UN tax on oil at the wellhead, just a penny or two to start with. You wouldn't even notice you're paying it. But symbolically, you'd be paying a direct tax to the world government every time you bought gasoline for your car or your lawnmower or oil for any purpose. And then, of course, over the years, it would be cranked up to a significant amount. But to set the precedent of a direct tax by the United Nations on the people of the world, that's what's most important to them, that symbol of all-powerful government.
Are they worried about the I know they're scared about the anti-EU movement. Are they figuring out we have 179 sponsors to audit the Fed and that the End the Fed movement is rising?
They're confident that they can pressure enough congressmen to block it, but we can hope they're wrong. They're a little bit nervous about it, but they believe that they'll be able to block it. We all hope they could not.
All right. Folks, you can subscribe to American Free Press at AmericanFreePress.net and get Jim's great reports. We have a link to the stories he's written at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. You can also get his book that we sell, Jim Tucker's Bilderberg Diary, an incredible read of 30-plus years tracking and tracing them, the photos, the documents. It's just an amazing book. Get it at Infowars.com. Jim Tucker, hey, look, it's got to feel good. Been doing this 35, 36 years, and now it's breaking all over the place. We salute you, Jim.
Thank you very much.
Have a great weekend, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, come back with a final segment. We were going to have Jim on earlier, and we got a time zone issue, so I'm sorry to the callers, but we'll see what happens on the other side. I got some important info coming up. Then I'll see you this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Stay with us. Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com. and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange home gain gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com, HomeGain.com. Check them out today.